Welcome to the world where gold is a lifestyle. Have you ever wondered what it's like to own the most expensive skyline in Seoul after conquering the music world? It's 2026, and the legends of BTS are dominating the elite real estate market like never before. After their triumphant return, the 7 members have moved their purple wealth into architectural masterpieces that will leave your jaw on the floor. We're talking about private hills, ultra-secure bunkers, and smart homes straight out of a sci-fi movie. Is it a penthouse overlooking the Han River or a hidden mansion in Namsan? Who spent the most to build a fortress of solitude? Are you ready to see life goes on in ultimate luxury? Don't blink, because these numbers are astronomical. From Hanam to Cheongdam, these aren't just houses, they are statements of dominance. Who is the king of 2026 real estate? Is it RM with his art sanctuary or the golden maknae building a kingdom? The answers will surprise you, and the price tags will shock you. Let's start. Number 7. Suga, the silent fortress of the Han River, a genius's hidden sanctuary. In the heart of Seoul's most prestigious and enigmatic district, where the Han River curves like a sleeping dragon, lies the starting point of our ultra-luxurious journey through the real estate empires of BTS in 2026. Imagine standing at the gates of UN Village in Hannam, a place so exclusive that even the GPS sometimes feels like it shouldn't be there. This is where we find the quiet power of Min Yoongi, the man the world knows as Suga, or the fierce Auguste. While the world screams his name in sold-out stadiums, Yoongi has chosen a life of profound serenity and architectural poetry. In 2026, his residence in this elite enclave remains a testament to his journey from a hungry trainee in Daegu to a global music mogul who commands the respect of the entire industry. His property, though ranked at number 7 on our list today, is anything but budget. When he first acquired this villa for roughly 3.4 billion won, the industry gasped, but by 2026, the value of this fortress of solitude has skyrocketed, reflecting the untouchable prestige of the UN Village area. This isn't just a house, it's a reflection of Yoongi's soul minimalist, sharp and deeply rooted in a desire for peace. UN Village is known for its high-security, low-density living, where the neighbors are tech CEOs, veteran actors, and the true old money of South Korea. For Suga, a man who famously spends countless hours in the studio meticulously crafting beats that move millions, his home is the ultimate decompression chamber. Inside, the atmosphere is rumored to be a blend of modern studio professionality and zen-like tranquility, with floor-to-ceiling windows that capture the shifting colors of the Han River as the sun sets over the Seoul skyline. Think about the irony for a moment. The man who once couldn't afford a meal after paying for bus fare now looks out over the most expensive view in the country. This 2026 status symbol represents more than just wealth. It represents the genius lab expanding into a lifestyle. Every corner of his residence is said to be optimized for acoustics and privacy, a place where he can escape the flashing lights and the weight of being a global icon. In the Edu-Tainment world, we call this the art of the stealth wealth. Suga doesn't need a skyscraper with his name on it. He needs a sanctuary where the only sound is the rhythmic pulse of his next masterpiece. As we look at the 2026 real estate landscape, Suga's choice of UN Village proves that he values legacy and stability over flashy trends. It is a location that guards its secrets fiercely, much like the man himself. But don't let the number 7 spot fool you in any other context. A multi-billion won villa in Hanam would be the crown jewel of any portfolio. Here, in the world of BTS, it's just the beginning. Can you feel the intensity rising? If this is just the start, what kind of astronomical figures are we going to see as we climb higher? What kind of architectural wonders await us in the top spots? The air is getting thinner, and the prices are getting higher. Stay tuned, because as we move to number 6, we're heading into a territory where the standard of living is rewritten by the hands of a legend who turns everything he touches into gold. Are you ready to see who occupies the next level of this purple-tinted luxury? The journey through the BTS 2026 property rankings is just warming up, and trust me, you are not prepared for the sheer scale of what's coming next. Number 6. J-Hope. The Sunshine Palace above the forest, the emerald crown of Seongsu-dong. Entering the world of number 6, we find ourselves standing amidst the lush greenery of Seoul Forest, where the air feels just a bit crisper and the skyscrapers touch the clouds with a different kind of grace. This is the domain of Jungkook, Our eternal sunshine, J-Hope. While the world dances to his rhythm, he has planted his roots in one of the most iconic residential masterpieces in South Korea, the Seoul Forest Trimage. By 2026, this location has become more than just an address. It is a symbol of the new money revolution that J-Hope helped lead. Imagine a glass tower that shimmers like a diamond under the Seoul sun, offering a 360-degree panoramic view that stretches from the winding Han River to the dense, vibrant canopy of the forest below. J-Hope didn't just buy an apartment, he secured a vantage point over the city he conquered. His journey from the dance studios of Gwangju to the literal top of the world is etched into every square inch of this high-tech marvel. In 2026, the Trimage remains the pinnacle of hotel-style living, where the lobby feels like a six-star resort and the services are tailored to the world's most elite. We are talking about a lifestyle where breakfast is prepared by world-class chefs, where a private spa awaits after a grueling world tour, and where security is so tight it rivals a government bunker. J-Hope was an early adopter of this luxury, famously purchasing his first unit years ago and later adding more, proving his incredible foresight in the real estate game. By 2026, the value of his holdings here has surged to astronomical levels, placing him firmly at number 6 on our list. But why Trimage? Because, for a man who radiates energy and light, he needs a home that captures it. The floor-to-ceiling windows act as a canvas, painting the sunrise across his living room floor every single morning. It's reflective of his personality, open, bright, and endlessly inspiring. Within these walls, J-Hope has curated a space that is part art gallery, part futuristic sanctuary. Rumors among interior design circles suggest his 2026 residence is filled with rare KAWS figurines, bespoke furniture that costs more than a luxury sedan, and a wardrobe suite that looks like a high-end boutique in Paris. But beyond the glitter and the gold, there is a deep emotional layer to this property. It represents the hope he gave to millions, now materialized into a physical fortress of success. Can you imagine the solitude of a superstar? Looking out at the city lights and realizing that he is one of the few who actually reached the stars? The Edu-Tainment value here is staggering. It teaches us about the shift in Seoul's center of power, from the traditional Gangnam to the trendy artistic hub of Seongsu-dong, a move J-Hope anticipated before almost anyone else. He is a pioneer, not just in music, but in lifestyle branding. As we stand in the shadow of this magnificent glass tower, we have to ask, if this level of opulence, with its private elevators and celebrity-filled hallways, only lands you at number 6, then what on earth does the top 5 look like? What kind of unimaginable wealth and architectural ambition could possibly surpass this emerald crown in the sky? The tension is building, the numbers are growing, and the next member on our list is about to take us into a realm of luxury that defies logic. Are you ready to see who has claimed an even bigger piece of the 2026 pie? The journey is only getting more intense, and the secrets behind these heavy, gold-plated doors are finally being revealed. Keep your eyes peeled, because number 5 is a game changer that will redefine everything you thought you knew about the BTS empire. Number 5. RM. The Museum Manor of Hanam, the intellectual fortress of a global visionary. Leaving the vibrant, neon-lit heights of Seongsu-dong behind, we travel to the most prestigious fortress in South Korea, Hanam. This is the realm of Kim Namjoon, the leader, the philosopher, and the artistic soul of BTS, known to the world as RM. In 2026, RM's residence isn't just a home, it's a living, breathing museum that houses the history of a cultural revolution. Ranked at number 5, this property represents the perfect marriage between old money, privacy, and new age intellectualism. Hanam is often referred to as the Beverly Hills of Seoul, a sprawling complex built on former military housing land that now serves as the ultimate hideout for the nation's 0.1%. Imagine walking through a gated community where the silence is so profound you can hear your own heartbeat, surrounded by lush landscaping that feels like a private park in the middle of a concrete jungle. For RM, who famously popularized the term Namjooning, the act of finding peace in nature and art, there could be no other place on earth that fits his 2026 persona more perfectly. He reportedly purchased his unit here for a staggering 6.36 billion won in cash, no loans, no debt, just the raw power of a leader's hard-earned success. By 2026, the market value of this specific unit has appreciated into a figure that would make most investors dizzy. But for Namjoon, the value isn't in the one, it's in the walls. His home is rumored to be a sanctuary of high ceilings and expansive corridors, specifically designed to showcase his world-renowned collection of Korean contemporary art and rare designer furniture. Imagine stepping into a living room where a multi-million-dollar Yoon Hyung-kon painting hangs naturally, or where a George Nakashima woodwork table serves as a place for him to write the lyrics that change the world. The atmosphere inside is one of quiet luxury. There are no gold-plated faucets here. Instead, there is the texture of raw stone, the warmth of centuries, old wood, and the soft glow of designer lighting. The Edu-Tainment aspect of RM's 2026 real estate choice reveals a fascinating trend in the global elite: the shift toward privacy as the ultimate luxury. At 9-1 Hanam, the security is so sophisticated that it uses biometric encryption and 24/7 elite patrols, ensuring that the man who carries the weight of a generation can finally breathe without a camera lens in sight. The complex even features a private breakfast lounge, a world-class gym, and a swimming pool that feels like a subterranean grotto. Reflecting on his journey, it is deeply emotional to see the boy who once practiced rapping in small rooms now owning a piece of the most expensive soil in the country. This property is his reward for the sleepless nights spent translating for his members and the immense pressure of representing South Korea on the global stage. It is a house built on wisdom. Every time RM opens his window to look out at the manicured gardens of Hanam Dong, he isn't just looking at property, he's looking at the peace he fought 10 years to achieve. This is a fortress of the mind, a place where he can retreat into his books and his bonsai trees, far away from the dynamite and the butter that made him a household name. As we analyze this number 5 spot, we realize that for RM, wealth is a tool to curate a life of meaning. But if this intellectual masterpiece, this billion-won art gallery disguised as a home, only reaches the 5th spot on our list, your heart should be racing. We are entering the top 4, where the numbers move from expensive to unbelievable. Who could possibly have outspent the leader? What kind of architectural titan stands above this museum manor? The air is getting heavy with the scent of extreme wealth, and the next revelation will leave you questioning everything you thought you knew about the BTS property empire. Are you ready to see the heavy hitters who have claimed the top of the mountain in 2026? The intensity is about to double, and the next member is someone who defines the word icon in every sense of the word. Number 4. Jimin, the strategic mastermind of Bangtan, a golden investment in the heart of reconstruction. As we move into the 4th spot of our 2026 BTS real estate countdown, we encounter a story that isn't just about luxury, it's about the sheer, brilliant foresight of a man who looks far beyond the glitter of the present. This is the world of Park Jimin, the Busan prince, who became a global icon and a legendary real estate genius. While other members might have gone for the immediate gratification of a ready-made penthouse, Jimin did something that shocked the industry and earned him the title of the smartest investor in the group. In 2026, we are looking at his incredible portfolio, which features the crown jewel of the Banpo district. Years ago, Jimin made headlines for purchasing an apartment in the Banpo Jugongwon complex, a place that, at the time, looked almost shabby compared to the high-tech towers of his peers. But that was the masterstroke. You see, by 2026, the reconstruction of Banpo Jugongwon has transformed it into one of the most expensive and coveted residential zones in the entire world. Jimin didn't just buy a house, he bought a seat at the table of the future. He reportedly paid roughly 4 billion won for that property back then. But in 2026, the value of that investment has ballooned into a figure that is hard to even comprehend, potentially reaching over 10 to 15 billion won as the new luxury complex rises from the ground. It is a classic tale of Edu-Tainment at its finest, the art of the long game. But Jimin's 2026 lifestyle isn't just about waiting for a construction project. He also resides in the legendary 9-1 Hanam, just like his brother-in-arms RM. His unit there, which he purchased for approximately 5.9 billion won in cold, hard cash, serves as his primary sanctuary while his Banpo empire matures. Think about the emotional depth of this journey. This is a young man who once performed modern dance with everything he had, not knowing if he would ever make it. Now, in 2026, he is a king of the Seoul skyline. His 9-1 Hanam residence is said to be a place of immense warmth and aesthetic beauty, reflecting his refined taste as a global ambassador for brands like Dior and Tiffany & Co. Inside, The decor is whispered to be a blend of beige elegance and celestial wonder, featuring a high-end projector that turns his ceiling into a window to the stars, a fitting tribute to the boy who once dreamt of the universe. The atmosphere is one of intense privacy and quiet confidence. Unlike the always-on energy he gives fans on stage, his 2026 home life is a masterclass in boundaries. Security at 9-1 Hanam is so advanced that it is practically invisible, allowing Jimin to walk his dog or enjoy a morning coffee without a single camera intruding on his peace. This property represents the golden ratio of his life, a perfect balance between his roots as a hardworking trainee and his status as an untouchable legend. In the world of real estate, Jimin is the silent shark, moving with precision and intelligence. He didn't just follow trends, he predicted them. And as we stand in 2026, seeing his name at number 4, we have to realize that his wealth is built on a foundation of incredible intelligence. But if Jimin's billion-won reconstruction project and his elite Hannam apartment only put him at number 4, your mind is about to be blown by the top 3. We are moving into the territory of modern fortresses and palatial penthouses that defy the laws of economics. Who could possibly be higher on the list than the strategic genius of the group? Which member has decided to build a literal kingdom in the most expensive soil on the planet? The countdown is reaching a fever pitch, and the next revelation will show you a level of luxury that sounds like it's from a dream. Are you ready for the top 3? Because the next person on this list didn't just buy a house, he bought a piece of history and turned it into a high-tech stronghold. The numbers are about to get even crazier, and the stories behind them are even more emotional. Let's keep going. Number 3. Taehyung. The celestial penthouse of PH 129, a 14 billion won masterpiece in the sky. As we break into the legendary top 3 of 2026, the stakes have officially transcended into the realm of the unthinkable. We are no longer talking about apartments, we are talking about architectural monuments that define the very peak of human luxury. Standing tall in the most prestigious corner of Cheongdam-dong, Gangnam, is a building that has held the title of South Korea's most expensive residence for years. PH 129, also known as the Penthouse Cheongdam. And in 2026, the man who owns a piece of this celestial heaven is none other than Kim Tae-young, the incomparable V. Imagine a world where the word expensive feels like an understatement. In late 2025, just as he was preparing for the monumental 2026 BTS reunion, Taehyung made a power move that sent shockwaves through the global real estate market. He purchased a breathtaking duplex unit in this glass and steel fortress for a staggering 14.2 billion won. But here's the part that will make your heart stop. He paid for it entirely in cash. No loans, no mortgages, no debt, just the pure, unadulterated financial dominance of a global icon who conquered the world with his soul-stirring voice and ethereal visuals. This isn't just a home, it is a 273 square meter statement of victory. PH 129 is a vertical paradise with only 29 units, ensuring a level of exclusivity that is practically mythical. For Taehyung, a man who values art, vintage aesthetics, and deep personal privacy, this residence is the ultimate canvas. Each unit is a duplex, featuring soaring 7-meter-high ceilings that create an atmosphere of a cathedral dedicated to modern living. Can you picture Taehyung standing by those massive glass walls, with the entire Han River and the sparkling lights of Gangnam unfolding beneath his feet like a living painting? The Edu-Tainment value of this property is immense because it represents the Cheongdam lifestyle at its absolute zenith. This neighborhood is the Beverly Hills of Seoul, but with a level of security and sophistication that even Hollywood might envy. Taehyung's neighbors are the literal titans of Korea A-list actors like Jang Dong-gun and Co., So Young, golf legends, and the highest-earning CEOs. To live here in 2026 is to be part of an elite circle that rarely sees the light of common day. Inside his sanctuary, rumors of his interior design have begun to circulate among the elite circles of Seoul. It is whispered to be a sanctuary of classic modernism, where rare vinyl records from the 1950 seconds sit next to avant-garde sculptures and furniture that look like they belong in the Louvre. The emotional weight of this purchase is profound. Think back to the young boy from a family of farmers who once thought a single designer shirt was the height of luxury. Now, in 2026, he owns a sky mansion in the most expensive building in the nation. It is a testament to a decade of relentless hard work, of being the secret member who became the world's most searched face. This house provides the peace he has always craved: the ability to be Kim Tae-young, the art lover and the jazz enthusiast, far away from the frenetic energy of V, the superstar. The security here is legendary, utilizing AI-driven surveillance and private elevator systems that ensure he can move from his underground parking to his living room without being seen by a single soul. This is the invisibility of the elite. But as we marvel at this 14.2 billion won masterpiece, we have to ask a question that seems impossible. If this level of opulence, this all-cash penthouse in the sky, only earns the number 3 spot, then what on earth is happening at number 2 and number 1? Who could possibly have invested more into the 2026 real estate landscape than the man who bought the most expensive penthouse in Gangnam? What kind of properties could be more iconic than the glass towers of PH 129? The air is getting thinner, the numbers are climbing into the stratosphere, and the next member on our list is about to prove that when it comes to BTS, the word limit simply doesn't exist. Get ready, because the silver medal spot is occupied by a member whose investment strategy is as legendary as his worldwide handsome face, and the price tag will leave you breathless. Number 2. Jin, the Emperor of Hannam The Hill, a 17.5 billion won cash legend. As we reach the silver medal spot in our 2026 real estate battle, we find ourselves returning to the legendary grounds of Hannam The Hill, but this time, the scale of luxury has shifted into a dimension that feels almost mythological. Welcome to the kingdom of Kim Seokjin, the worldwide handsome icon who has officially redefined what it means to be a real estate mogul. In late 2025, leading into this explosive 2026 reunion year, Jin didn't just buy a house. He executed a financial power move that left the entire South Korean economy in awe. He reportedly purchased a massive 243 square meter unit in the most prestigious sector of Hannam The Hill for a breathtaking 17.5 billion won. And yes, you guessed it, he paid the entire amount in cash. Imagine the sheer weight of that transaction. In the world of the 0.1%, Hannam The Hill is known as the home of the gods. But even among its elite residents, Jin's 17.5 billion won purchase stands as a monument to his dominance. This marks his third strategic acquisition in the same complex, proving that while others look for new trends, Jin stays loyal to the ultimate standard of classic, untouchable luxury. The Edu-Tainment factor here is incredible. Jin has essentially created a Hanam empire, accumulating property in a district where the land value is more stable than gold itself. By 2026, his portfolio is estimated to have generated over 10 billion won in pure profit from appreciation alone. It's a masterclass in wealth preservation. But let's talk about the vibe. This isn't just an expensive box, it is a sprawling sanctuary nestled in the valley between Mount Namsan and the Han River. The interior of his 2026 residence is whispered to be the pinnacle of sophisticated minimalism, where wide open spaces and massive stone terraces provide a sense of freedom that is rare in the heart of Seoul. There is a deep, emotional reflection here. This is the man who joined BTS to make his parents proud, and now he is gifting them apartments and building a personal fortress that rivals the palaces of ancient kings. Jin has always been the eldest brother, the pillar of stability for the group, and his real estate choices reflect that grounded, unshakable strength. His home is a place where he can escape the Jin persona to simply be Seokjin the gamer, the cook, the man who finds joy in the quiet. The security at Hannam The Hill is so advanced that it is said to be paparazzi-proof, featuring multi-layered checkpoints and elite private guards that ensure he can enjoy his life in total peace. As we look at the sheer 17.5 billion won price tag, we have to realize that Jin isn't just buying a view, he's buying a legacy. He is the King of Hanam, a man who turned his global success into a tangible, multi-billion won reality. But wait, if Jin, the man who dropped nearly 18 billion won in cold cash for a single unit, is only at number 2, then your heart better be ready for what's coming next. We have reached the final summit. Who could possibly occupy the number 1 spot? Who has spent more, built bigger, and claimed a more legendary piece of 2026 real estate than the Emperor of Hanam himself? We are moving to the final, ultimate reveal, a property that isn't just a home, but a literal kingdom. Are you ready for the golden crown? Number 1. Jungkook, the sovereign kingdom of Itaewon, a 5-story fortress of the golden legend. Finally, we have reached the absolute peak of the mountain, the throne of the 2026 BTS real estate empire, where the air is thick with the scent of ultimate power and the sheer magnitude of success. If you thought the high-rise penthouses of Gangnam or the elite villas of Hanam were the end of the road, you were wrong. We are standing in the heart of Itaewon, the Beverly Hills of South Korea, in a neighborhood so exclusive that the silence is protected by diplomatic immunity and the gates of global embassies. Here, on a sprawling piece of land that once held a modest two-story house, stands the architectural marvel of 2026, the Jungkook Kingdom. This is the residence of Jungkook, the golden maknae who has grown from a wide-eyed 15-year-old boy into a global titan of industry and art. In late 2020, Jungkook made the strategic move of a lifetime, purchasing a detached home for 7.63 billion won. But while others simply moved in, Jungkook had a vision that only a true visionary could execute. He demolished the original structure and spent the following years meticulously crafting a modern-day fortress that, by 2026, has become the most expensive and iconic personal residence in the group. We are talking about a massive 5-story structure, 2 levels carved deep into the earth for ultimate privacy, and 3 levels rising majestically above ground, covering a total floor area of over 1,161 square meters. This isn't just a house, it is a statement of total independence. In 2026, the market value of this property, combined with the astronomical costs of custom construction, high-tech security, and luxury finishes, has surged past the 20 billion won mark, making it a financial masterpiece that towers over the rest. Imagine the sheer scale of this living space. The 2 basement levels are rumored to house a world-class private recording studio, a state-of-the-art home cinema that rivals commercial theaters, and a subterranean garage designed to protect a fleet of luxury vehicles. Above ground, the residence is a symphony of glass, steel, and natural stone, with 3 floors of living space that offer breathtaking views of the Namsan Tower and the rolling hills of Yongsan. The interior is a reflection of Jungkook's all-rounder spirit, bold, modern, yet deeply personal. There are rumors of a professional-grade indoor gym where he maintains his legendary physique, a kitchen that would make a Michelin star chef jealous, and private terraces where he can paint or play guitar under the Seoul stars. The Edu-Tainment value of this #1 spot is profound. It represents the pinnacle of the detached housing trend among the ultra-elite, where true luxury isn't about sharing a building with others, but about owning the very land beneath your feet. For a man who has lived under the global microscope for over a decade, this Itaewon mansion is the ultimate gift of privacy. Security here is beyond military grade, utilizing biometric scanners, 360-degree AI surveillance, and specialized soundproofing that ensures not a single whisper leaves the walls. But beyond the stone and the glass, there is an emotional weight to this property that can make you cry. Think about the journey. From the small, cramped dorms where 7 boys shared a single room, to this, a literal kingdom owned by the youngest member. It is a symbol of how far the bulletproof spirit has traveled. Jungkook's 2026 home is his sanctuary, his laboratory, and his reward for a lifetime of perfectionism. It is where the boy who was once too shy to sing in front of people now reigns as the king of pop, looking out over a city that he and his brothers helped put on the map. Every brick in this fortress was earned with sweat, tears, and a decade of breaking records. As we stand before the gates of this 2026 masterpiece, we realize that Jungkook hasn't just built a house, he has built a legacy that will stand for generations. The sheer audacity to build such a massive standalone home in the most expensive neighborhood in the country proves that the golden maknae is no longer following anyone's footsteps. He is paving a golden road of his own. This property is the crown jewel of the BTS 2026 rankings, a testament to a career that has no ceiling and a wealth that is as limitless as his talent. As the sun sets over Itaewon, reflecting off the glass of his 3-story masterwork, one thing is clear. The king has found his castle, and the world can only watch in awe from outside the gates.